So we're back.
All right, so we're on to our another sandwich to try today. This is Arby's. I have high hopes because Arby's has the meats. Arby's. Arby's allegedly has the meats, so
Nice wrapping.
yeah, I like that.
Nice
It's just a nice cardboard box with a little butcher paper there. Kind of a thin,
Yeah, like a thin butcher paper. Yeah.
what do you call that? Like a service paper?
Maybe, I don't
It's
know.
kind of an interesting shape of the chicken. Look at that. If you look at it.
Yeah, that's weird. Ah, man. Lettuce.
Shredded lettuce.
Shredded lettuce.
Shredded lettuce is the worst thing in the world.
Well, it's just 7.34. It's falling apart, man.
7.34.
You're gonna get your car all freaking dirty, man.
That's all right. We got unlimited car washes, so we'll be all right.
It's got a lot of mater in it.
All right. Oh, these are the napkins from them.
There's quite a bit of napkins, man.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
nice.
Give us 8 napkins.
That's good.
Substantial.
This
Substantial.
bun looks nice, man. It's got that little cross action on the top here.
Little like little arson looking stuff on it.
Yeah. It's not bad. The sandwich was $5.19.
Okay. Is that my half?
Yeah, I'm just handing you whatever.
Okay. Honestly, I'm a little disappointed though when I look at it. It's a lot of tomato. Not a whole lot of chicken.
Yeah, I would agree. Well, let's give her a shot. One bite.
And it bothers me. Look, it bothers me that they give you this part of the. I don't know if you guys can pick that up, but that part of the tomato.
Oh, the heel.
Yeah,
The heel,
like where the stem is.
Yeah. I'm actually gonna pull it out because I don't
That's
like
gross.
that's.
That's
yeah.
gross.
Look at that.
Like trim it down a little bit. All right, here we go.
The lettuce is just falling out because it's all shredded. Shredded lettuce sucks on a sandwich, guys.
Nope. Nope. Well, here. Bun's okay, toasted. I got a machine that does it. Who cares?
Let me see that.
What are you looking at?
I want to put my sandwich in there,
Well, I
bro.
was trying to find the chicken so I could show them the chicken patty. It's the saddest little thing. I swear it was.
It's like a chicken tender, bro.
Yeah. It's like a chicken tender.
This thing isn't too bad.
Here, let me find my chicken piece in here.
Doing a little scratch test on the bun. It's not terrible, but it's not great either.
All of their weight of their sandwiches in those tomatoes.
Tomatoes and lettuce is vegetable throw up.
Yeah, not impressed.
Come on, Arby's, man. I expect, I don't come to Arby's for a chicken sandwich, you know what I mean? So,
You come to Arby's for the meats. This chicken sandwich did not have the meats.
come here for the roast beef sandwiches. You don't come here for the.
Yeah,
That's
not an excuse. You have it on your menu. If you're gonna have it on your menu, do it right.
But I do have to say that as we were pulling in, they had that chicken salad sandwich. That looked good.
That looked good. And those waffle
sweet
potato fries.
Sweet potato waffle fries.
All right, let's get into the numbers.
Chicken. Numbers, man. Get my leg up.
Man, there was so little chicken. I feel like that's the second least amount of chicken we've had in a sandwich. I don't know if that's actually true because we don't weigh the patty separate. But I just feel like I got cheated on the amount of chicken.
Yeah, I would say
it was okay quality. There just wasn't much of it.
Yeah.
And it was okay cooked. I felt like that was pretty freshly cooked. Not as fresh as Burger King.
Yeah, not as fresh, but yeah. For the time we ordered, the time we picked it up, it was pretty quick. So maybe flash fry or something.
Something.
So let's score, bro.
Gosh, 4.
I agree. Because there was so little chicken. I mean, the chicken wasn't
It wasn't bad quality chicken.
Yeah.
It's the amount of chicken that was there, and that's part of the chicken rating.
So
The chicken rating is part of the.
I had like I wouldn't necessarily call it fat, but it was like a very weird consistency on the top part of my chicken. There was not like it very well could have been the fat part. You know what I mean? Like just a little bit of fat.
Like a little rib meat on it or something.
Yeah. But I'm also going to give it a 4. It was not as bad as KFC, which is a chicken's bottom.
Yeah.
So crispiness.
It had decent crispiness. I thought it was crispier than some of the other sandwiches we had today.
Yep.
Not as crispy as Burger King.
Definitely not. No.
But it was decent. I would say, oh man, I'm kind of in between a rating. Maybe I give it a benefit of a doubt and call it a 7.
I was going to give it a 6.
I was between a 6 and a 7.
Yeah, I'm gonna give it a 6. For me, it was not as crispy as the BK, not as crispy as Popeyes, not as crispy.
No,
as
it's not. But it was crispier than some of the other sandwiches that I've given a 5 to.
It's like just above average crispiness.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bun. Bun. Again, I think the bun kind of melted into the background of this one. It was fluffy.
Looked nice, man. It looked really
nice. Looked nice. It was fluffy. It was toasted. It wasn't terrible. It just didn't. The bun didn't stand out from anything. You didn't taste it individually from the chicken. It just kind of blended in.
Yeah,
and that's kind of the problem.
As one of the stages of flavor.
Right.
Yeah.
Where other places, when you eat their bun, you taste their bun, and it has its own distinct flavor that you can pick out, but it's not overpowering.
And it complements everything.
Yeah, it complements everything else. This one was just kind of in the background. I'm gonna give the bun a. I'm gonna give it a 6 because it was a little prettier than some of the other buns.
Okay, yeah, I'm gonna give it a 6 also. It did not have any type of oil on there that I could tell, either top or bottom.
My fingers are greasy, but that could be from.
Yeah, but the outside of the bun had a sheen on it, so it was like they had oil on the outside, but not on the bun side, not on the inside where it should have, because it made direct contact with mayo and that lettuce throw up and tomato and all that. That tomato likes to get that bottom bun moist when it was stacked the way it was, which is, I am glad though. I do have to say I'm glad that they put the lettuce on the bottom at the top. But as for, excuse me.
Yeah, I didn't think about that, but that sandwich, the vegetables were on the bottom, whereas most of them put them on the top.
Yeah, well, and the last McDonald's has their shredded. Well, theirs was shredded chicken, shredded lettuce.
And it was on the bottom.
And it was on the top. Remember when we pulled it out? When I pulled it out of the box, half of the lettuce didn't come with it because it
stayed in
was
the
just falling all over.
Yeah.
I wasn't about to pick all that crap out.
Yeah.
That's not a fair review.
All right,
Build the box the way you want to sell it, guys.
Flavor Flav.
Flavor.
Yeah, it's like a barbecue box, right? The presentation is part of it.
Yep. Absolutely.
Flavor. If they didn't put 2 tomatoes on top of each other, it would probably get a better score.
But they just didn't put tomatoes in the pot at all.
Well, I can't.
Pickles, man.
Oh, yeah, that's one of the things. A lot of these places are not putting pickles on their sandwiches. What's up with that? Take this horrible lettuce out. Take this horrible tomatoes out. Put some pickles in there. Give us a little bit more chicken. Flavor. Where you at?
Bro, I asked you.
But I've been going first, so I want you to.
So for me, for flavor, the flavor was decent. There just wasn't. The tomato was. They put a heel on there. I had to pull it out.
Yeah.
Luckily, there's another tomato in there, so you could taste it. But it would have had an overt tomatoey taste, like a raw tomato taste. The lettuce, it felt like, obviously it came out of bag, it's pre-shredded, but it felt like it was a little unclean also because it had a little, not like a grit, but like a distinct taste to it. You know what I mean? Like, anyways.
All right. So we're giving a number.
I'm gonna go with a 6.
Okay. I didn't take out my other pieces of tomato on this. I left it in, and that probably had a huge impact on the flavor because when I took into bite to I did cut that little part out that I was showing you. If you couldn't tell, I was being a little rat, eating that out. I threw it away, and I took a bite of the sandwich right where those two tomatoes were stacked on top of each other because apparently that's the way they wanted us to eat the sandwich. It's with 2 tomatoes on top of each other, and it was horrible. I tasted mushy tomato, and it wasn't even good tomato. it was like mushy tomato.
Yeah, it wouldn't be great if they were gonna at least put it on there like a little bit of salt, sea salt and black pepper, bro.
Yeah.
Would amplify that.
Yeah. So I am. Man, the chicken itself wasn't too bad. It did have some decent spices to it, but that tomato just takes away from it. I'm going with a 5.
Sounds good. All right, so that's the review on Arby's classic chicken sandwich. Was it?
I don't remember what they
I believe
called
it was a
it.
classic chicken sandwich.
I don't remember what they called it. Forgettable is what it's called.
Yeah, it was definitely forgettable. All right.
It's probably, to me, the second worst we've had of all the 14 sandwiches we've tried so far.
You know, I'm looking at the scores, and I don't think that's true.
Okay, maybe not.
But
I had to think about it, but
we'll compare.
It's bottom. It's the bottom of the barrel.
We'll
All
see
right.
you guys on the other side.
Later.